What's up, guys? Big Clive 34 coming at you today with Cars and Clive, the antidote for your automotive hangover. Coming at you every single Monday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I got a big thing to do today and I didn't realize it, so this one might be a couple hours to a day late. A big shout out to Vehicle Virgins. They actually posted this original concept on their channel. Top 5 cars you can get for under $5,000 for like a first car kind of deal. When you buy your first car, odds are you're not going to have very much money. And you want something reliable, you want something kind of cool, you want something with space. There's a lot of things that you want out of a first car. You also want low maintenance costs and stuff like that, because if you don't have money to buy the car, and if you're 16 or 17 years old, you're not going to have the money to keep up an expensive car either. So this is where I kind of like disagreed with some of their points on their list, which I think is a good thing. You know, we can have a couple different opinions, have a dialogue about this stuff, and you guys can let me know what you think. Before I get on to that, I actually just wanted to say one thing, because I know it's like an elephant in the room. If you watch the channel, you're wondering what the hell this hoodie is that I have on. I actually came out with an American flag design. You can catch that over on my store. I gave everybody on Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram the opportunity to take 10% off, but I didn't get a chance to plug it on YouTube, and you guys are like my original people, my main base. If you just come here to get your news and you don't go to all those other social media networks. So as a Cars and Clive special, 10% off, use the promo code CKAmerica. I'll put that on the screen right here, CKAmerica, to get yourself 10% off of these. And if you want to throw some other stuff in your car too, it'll be off your whole order. Anyways, with that, onto this video and the list. So out of the list that Parker made, I don't know, a couple of the cars were questionable. There was a BMW on there, and I think that having a BMW as a first car at all is a bad idea. Like, those things cost a lot to maintain. I did really agree with one of the cars he had on his list, which is number 1. I guess I'll make this number 1 on my list too. I do agree that a Mazda Miata would make a spectacular first car. A Miata is like a fairly common car. If you want to modify it, the parts for those are dirt cheap, and repair and maintenance on those, I assume they're pretty basic cars. Again, there's a bajillion of them, and it's going to be cheap to buy stuff for them. And you can go any different direction with modifying them. If you, well, I don't know much about the stock power plant, but if you decide you want to put another motor in them, those things are like almost have as many motor swaps available with parts to support that as like a Fox body or something like that. Anything from an LS to, there's probably been 2J swaps and Coyote swaps, I'm pretty sure I've seen with Miatas. So Miata's definitely a good choice. You can kind of grow into that car too. But yeah, by the way, I forgot, before we get into number 2, just let me remind you that if you watch these videos on a regular basis or find yourself enjoying this video at any point in time, please help the cause. Smack that like button, subscribe down below, and comment what you want to hear me talk about. Now I'll just shut up and start talking again and get on to number 2. That didn't make any sense, but here's number 2. Number 2, though, my personal first car, and a first car that I would recommend to pretty much anybody, and you could definitely get a nice one for right around $5,000, is a Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. Now, I had the 97 to 2003 body style. You might be able to squeeze your way into the newer body style. If you want a newer one, I think they're also attainable. Car's supercharged. I think they make like 270 horsepower. You know, which is a decent amount. They make more than a Mustang GT of the same era, and it's kind of, you know, cheaper on insurance because it's a V6. You know, you can get a 4-door, which is even cheaper on insurance, and it's just a cool car. You know, lots of space, good gas mileage if you can keep your foot out of it, and very, very reliable. The stories I've heard about those things are like incredible, and it's just a good introduction if you're looking to get into, you know, a faster car. For number 3, we're gonna have to go with the good old reliable Jeep Cherokee. Honestly, like a Jeep Cherokee, Jeep Grand Cherokee, or Jeep Wrangler would all probably fall into this category. They're really vehicles that can be beaten into the ground. That's a distracting CTSV. Holy shit, I need one. They're really vehicles that can be beaten into the ground and take abuse, and then again, if you get I don't know as much about the Grand Cherokee stuff. For those might be a little bit more expensive, but if you get yourself a good old 4-liter Cherokee or Wrangler, those parts again are a dime a dozen. There's like, they're out there. There's just like so much available for them. So many aftermarket companies. If you want to go off-roading or whatever you want to do, even if you want to just have a daily driver, it's just reliable as far as most people will tell you. And it's just, availability is everything with those Jeeps. To add on to it, they're pretty cool too. Like, rolling around in a Jeep's pretty cool compared to what some other kids will be rolling around with at school. Number 4 might stretch it out a little bit. This was actually the car that was about to be my first car until we found out about the insurance prices on them. A Fox body Mustang. Again, the trend continues of availability of parts, you know, durability. You can beat these things, rag on them, and if you can find one that's not completely ragged out, you can have yourself a pretty reliable method of transportation that you can grow into. Now, ideally, I think that if you could find yourself a nice little 4-cylinder notchback or a swapped car that has a 4-cylinder name on the title and you know the VIN pops up as 4-cylinder, and maybe get like a Coyote swap or an LS swap or whatever, you know, a small block swapped 4-cylinder car, you have it made, because you have a fast car that you can build off of, and you're going to be paying the insurance for a 4-cylinder car. Number 5, this is one that I don't know, there was 2 that just about made the list, because both of them are from my personal experience, so we'll let them share number 5. So shared at number 5 is going to be a Ford Explorer, late 90s, early 2000s Ford Explorer. I had one of those, and I treated it way worse than I probably should have. That thing took everything like a champ and just kept on ticking like a top. So the Explorer and the 4th gen F-body share number 5, but again, those are going to be cars that are a little bit difficult to insure for someone who's 17, 16 years old, and, you know, good luck talking your parents into it yet again. Those are my top 5. Be sure to comment below what car you think falls into this list that wasn't mentioned in the list. Also, like it up. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Remember to subscribe. Check these out. CK America is the code, 10% off. Can't go wrong. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you next Monday or Tuesday, whatever. I can't wait for racing season. I'm going nuts. Later guys. Hey Siri, pause the music. Pause the music.
Who would you like to call?
Nobody. That's not what I said.
Okay.
Good. I love the future. What's up, guys? Big Clive 34. And the music didn't pause after all that. Pause the music. What's up, guys? Big Clive 34 coming at you today with Cars and Clive. This is the moment that you have been waiting for.
Is this real life?
Behind me, I can't go this way because it looks like I'm one of those players you haven't unlocked yet. Cracking into the truck and doing the baby steps. If you guys haven't been staying up to date, which shame on you if you haven't, we have our big old box of parts here.
Andy, for the last time, I don't want your giant box of
Parts.
pornography. No, come on, man.
Starting with the turbo. As of today, we're cracking into the truck, getting some of the fuel stuff squared away, and I'm just gonna see how far we get. Hopefully this thing can be turboed in a couple weeks. And remember to like this video if you enjoyed it at any point in time, subscribe down below, and head over to our vlog channel, which should be a pinned comment, and subscribe there to catch these videos early. Let's go dig into this. My dad actually just got here and brought his grinder because I don't have one. What are you doing, goofball? That's not for you. He brought his grinder over because I don't have one, and you'll see why we need a grinder in a second. You like my highly organized garage?
Yeah, how the hell are we gonna get stuff out of here? You have to move 2
Probably
trucks.
with the golf cart. You didn't even... Dogs, come on, in the house. In the house, come on puppies. Find our custom hood opener. There it is. What do you think of that?
Custom.
shit. There we go. The one. Maybe that might give us more clearance though. There we go. Oh.
Chill.
You just hit the corner of your head?
No, just
Barely.
Injectors have to come off. Instead of buying bigger injectors, we're literally gonna just cut the ends off of these. The process is called injector decapping, and basically the injectors have these little like grates on the end of them to kind of control fuel, and basically you grind off the ends and send them out to make sure it's not too ghetto and that they'll spray evenly, I guess, and enough, and then you slap them back on, and it's called decapping your injector. So let's go do this. So basically, turn it on and pull the fuse out, and it'll kill the pressure in the rails, I suppose. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now if I can find my keys. Go. Now we're going to take our handy dandy, also completely custom 1.5 inch wrench straight out of China.
China, 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 China. I have to have my China.
Didn't hold up so well, but it should be a great pry bar to go ahead and get these fuel rails dislodged. We've got our injectors out. Nice and loose. They look a little bit rusty to me. I'm gonna have to pull them out and see what's up, but we'll be able to get a closer look at those in a minute. All that's left to do is unclip these things. I don't think we're gonna pull the whole rail out just because there's a bunch of other stuff to get out of the way, and it's not really a necessary part of what we're doing here. So I hate GM connectors so much. This one kind of just fell out. So we got one injector. See the holes in the end there? This is the part that we're just going to be kind of getting rid of, and getting rid of that little plate right there that kind of controls the fuel spray. I know how bored you would probably get if I showed you how to take the other 4 out. So for the time being, we're just going to pow! I ain't never seen a tin can like this. Gotta get a drink. I was taking my little break here, just grabbing some lunch and doing a little bit more reading and refreshing myself on what I need to do for this truck online, kind of going through forums, and I went to let the dogs inside. We have 2 pit bulls, one is brown and one is white. Z is the white one, and I look at the back door and I get a little bit disoriented because I see Z's body, but she's brown, and I'm like, what, is that Bogart or Z? And then I get a little bit closer, and don't you dare come inside. No. I noticed that Z has been playing, come here. Z has been playing in the mud. Because Bogart, who is also incredibly muddy, likes to dig holes, and I guess that the 2 of them got into one, so project postponed for a couple minutes. You're incredible, Z. You really are. How did you even manage to get this dirty? So now that we're back in the garage, I had to get changed because these dogs in their mud, but just got a nice little setup here watching the sloppy YouTube decap video again to make sure I'm doing it right, and a completely safe, not at all dangerous grinder and device that we're going to use to essentially shave the caps off of these. So if you get injured doing this, you probably deserve it, just like I do, but this is going to be our free way of doing better fuel injectors. So you can call it ghetto, you can call it ingenious, you can call it whatever you want. We're gonna see if it works, and if it works, as long as you don't call me late for dinner, I don't really give a shit. So let's get down to it. Throw my safety glasses on, get this mounted up on the tripod, go grab a new memory card real quick and get to grinding. just like you'll see in the main how-to video. How do you like these jazzy safety glasses? You might not even know when the thing is gone, but as you can see here with a little bit of grinding around the edges, we have one hole as opposed to the 4 little holes here. I'll show you guys the difference here. This is the original one, has 4 little holes, and this is the new one, just one bigger hole. So 4 little guys, 4 little guys. The lighting kind of sucks, and one big guy. And you just gotta cut that cap off, and you're well on your way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of them and send these bad boys out, and that's about the shape of this video. So thank you guys very much for watching. This has been another episode of Cars and Clyde.
Filthy. This thing is absolutely disgusting right now. I am so upset with the dealership. My daily driver doesn't even look this bad. Wow, look at this. Stay on the side, buddy, on the side. Covered in dirt, stains everywhere. Look at that. Yeah, boy, this thing is all fucked up. How do you sell a car like this?
I can move back.
Yeah, you can go back about 4 more feet.
Oh, 4 more feet?
Yeah. That's good, you're clear. So, dirty, filthy.
That, right?
Mirror paint. Front tires are good. Back tires are completely shot. Bald. Looks like a burnout was done or something. Zero tread. This gold wrap on the car. I can't tell if the car's matte white or if it's been painted in some shit color. It looks like it's been repainted. Green calipers look like shit. Door handles chipped, missing a part there. Dirty. Mirror chipped. Tire looks okay.
Why did I say go in this car? Daddy? Look. There's no more seats. What do you choose?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for you and me. One headlight is clear, one yellow. I don't know if that's dirt or... Don't touch anything on it, buddy. Not yet. Looked like they had some wrap on here. Interior's got threads ripped out of the seats. The dash is all fucked up. I mean, this thing is not what they said. They advertised this as pristine. And it's very far from it. Very far from pristine. Door handles are loose. What a bad deal. Tail lights. This thing looks like it was a flooded car. There's dirt inside there. This is just absolute junk. This car is a piece of shit. Taillight's also messed up. Very damaged. Paint peeling. I don't know who paints a car like that. Especially this car. This thing looks like it was never maintained. Oil leaks. All tires. All tire. Wheels are damaged. Curb rash. Curb rash. What a pile. Yeah. What a piece of shit. Alright, let's get this interior one last time. Let's see that. Yeah. This is what you get when you spend this much money on a car and the dealership tells you everything's pristine and they absolutely lie about everything. So now we'll find out what's broken when we take it to Lamborghini and have it inspected. The steering wheel's also frayed. This thing looks worse than my daily driver. This is disgusting. So, yeah, that's about all I got for now. I don't know what this is, if it's wrap peeling. I mean, yeah, this car looks like it's been passed around like to multiple people.
We're out here. You guys, you don't need an introduction. This is Asian. Badass Jeep. We just saw you make a pass, so you want to give us the quick and dirty on it?
You know what, so essentially I bought this just as a daily driver. Right. All-wheel drive, you know, big liter motor, Hemi style heads. I thought it was going to be, you know, just cool to just keep it stock. I'm going to keep it stock, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I met these guys at PRI. They had the Grouch in their booth, and I was impressed with it. And I said, man, it's really cool. I got one too. They said, hey, you wouldn't believe us if we told you, but we have a displacement engine. It's a 405, and so it's 405 cubic inches. I said, man, that's great. I can't really afford this. Look, let's partner up. Let's do something. Let's make it happen. I said, go ahead. They picked it up from Oklahoma. They've been working on it for a few months, and they put it together. It's 405 cubic inches, built by Modern Muscle. It's got a Pro Charger D1X. It's a fully built bottom end, Maul pistons, Maul rods. It's got Edelbrock heads on it. They're aluminum. It's got a Paramount Stage 5 transmission. It's got drive shaft shop axles. That's a mouthful. So the only thing we haven't really changed is the brakes. This thing is fully built. I won't fully disclose the horsepower numbers yet, just because I don't want to receive all the call-outs. Oh, yeah. You know, but the numbers were very impressive, and the best part of it, it runs on 93 octane.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks very drivable. Did you say this was your daily? Or?
It is my daily. Awesome. It's got a stainless works exhaust on it, Black Widow mufflers, so it's quiet. On the outside, it's unassuming.
Right, full interior and everything.
Yeah, full interior, rear heated seats, 5,500 pounds, and you know, there's still a few little things to do before we finish it up, but here in a couple weeks, I'm gonna drive her home.
Awesome, man. Well, good luck for the rest of the day. It's fun watching you.
Heck yeah, man.
Well, looking forward to it, so good luck, man.
Thank you very much, brother. Have a good one.
You too, man.
Yes, sir.
No way! That means I got second place. Damn, the Honda got the W. Holy cow. Wow. You sounded pretty rowdy. Alright, bring it on up.
dust level.
And that NASCAR makes a pass at 139 miles per hour. The Mustang makes a pass. And the NASCAR makes a pass at 146 miles per hour. The NASCAR makes a pass at 145 miles per hour.